Here we are, round 4, game of the round for SAS Fox, and with the head coach for Glenora. Coming off last week's game, is there any attitude adjustment heading into this week's game?
No, I think the attitude was good last week. It's just really was our completion rate wasn't too good. I don't know if it was the new footballs that you gave us, mate. Or
Okay, blame me, blame the administrator. Yeah, no, so okay. New football, so a good one. In regards to last week's match, though, any learnings out of that coming into the home ground of the Seagulls this week?
Yeah, sort of. Well, really, not just a completion, but getting to our kicks. I think we've got to focus more on that, and we'll try and that's what we're trying to achieve in this game, is just get to our kicks, get better field position and play them down there. That's really pretty simple for us. I think that's what we're trying to prove on this week. Cool.
And is the little fella Swapi getting on the field this week, and what are you expecting from him?
Well, he was averaging 2 tries a game, but he's down to 0 in the last week, so we're trying to get 1 or 2 out of him this week.
So he's coming off the wing then, coming out of centre.
Yeah, mate. Yeah.
In regards to today's match against the Seagulls, mate, what's the strategy to beat these guys?
Really, it's good defence in the middle, I reckon. As long as we hold them in the middle, stop their go forward, and win our sets early, in defence, and then just get to our kick. I believe we've got enough firepower to score enough points. We've just got to make sure they don't score enough.
Fair enough too. Still competitive, but in the top 4, long way to go for the rest of the season. How's your squad looking, mate? Have you got the group of guys that you wanted to select this week in regards to man management?
Nah, well, we haven't. We've got injuries, and I suppose it's the same for all the clubs, but it's good. It's a good test of our depth too. So that's where I see it. And it's good to get guys early up in the piece so they know what they're doing and give them a taste of playing top side. I see it's good for the club.
With the weather the way it is this week, mate, what's the strategy around that for
long balls, throw it everywhere, Yeah, we'll just shorten up the passing and then get into our kicks in the early, mate. Try and hunt football on the kicks.
Awesome, man. Well, listen, I know you're going to get ready for today's main match. Thanks very much for your time, and I'll catch up with you during the season. Cheers, mate. And over to Swap. He's been holding the umbrella, mate. How's the body?
Feels pretty good, eh?
Yep.
Yeah.
And in regards to today's game, mate, what's going to be your strategy on the field?
Probably just the usual make meters and hopefully provide a good platform for the backs.
You've obviously had many clashes with the Seagulls, mate, coming up against the foe today. Is there anyone that you're in particular, keeping an eye on in regards to trying to bend the line with?
Roman, probably Roman. It's their best forward going around at the moment for them. So, if we get him tired, and hopefully he doesn't have that much sting in his tackle or his runs.
Cool, mate. Yeah. And in regards to your team, mate, who's been the shining light for Glenora coming into the 4th round? Outside of yourself.
There is a few guys, like Bernie said, we've had a few injuries and a few guys had to step up, but no one in particular. I think it's more as a team effort that has stood up. But yeah, so we'll hopefully today and the rest of the rounds we'll start picking out who's going to step up for the rest of the year.
Cool, mate. Well, listen, best of luck for today's game, mate, and we'll catch up with you during the course of the season as well.
Cheers. Thank you.
Okay, we're sidelined with the big fella, and I was here last week, mate, and I heard that leg. How was it, mate? Tell us about the injury.
Yeah, at the moment it's just a waiting process, just to hear back from my physio, see what the X-rays come up with. But I'm out for 3 to 6 weeks, and I did my MCL, my knee.
It'd be fair to say that's bordering on being gutted.
Yeah.
Yeah, how you dealing with it?
Not so good. I wish I was out there with the boys and help them out a bit. But it's just trying to be patient with the injury at the moment, and take 1 week at a time.
In regards to the rehab, mate, is the knee obviously swells up after an injury like that, mate? Is it starting to dissipate, starting to get a bit better?
Yeah, it's it has its ups and down days. It's just take it a day at a time. It's just one day it can be good, the next day it can be sore. So it's just trying to keep the swelling down, and get into some rehab.
I know coming off the back of last year, mate, you had a really solid season. You made the SAS Fox team. I met you and caught up with you at pre-season training. You were training the house down, all that pre-season stuff, mate. Is this a bit of a mental game now for you as well?
Yeah, you can say that. It's just, it's probably going to try and make me a better player. At the same time, you get knocked down, it's just the better players pick themselves up. So yeah, we just go when week 6 we come back and you know, play my heart out.
Good man. And today's match, mate, who's your money on?
Oh, cool.
Good man. All right. Hey, best of luck with the injury, mate. Get back playing soon, eh?
Cheers, thank you.
Okay, we're the head coach of the Sea Eagles, and we're down here round 4. Papakura Sea Eagles going up against Glenora. Kura last weekend coming off the back of a loss, so is Glenora. Has that affected in any way the boys have trained coming into this week's game?
No, not really. Everything's just like last week, which is focusing our in game. I think last week the loss was, I think we had the game, we just didn't control it enough to win. So I think this week we'll probably work on what we did wrong last week.
Okay.
Correct it today and see how we go.
In regards to last week's game, what were the key learnings you took out of that, mate?
Oh, mate, I mean, like, our defence was pretty great last week. As I thought, our outside backs just let us down in a few moments there, and it cost us the game very dearly. So, yeah, and we've got a few new boys coming in through that outside backs to cover some missing boys. So we'll see how it goes, man.
Yeah, cool.
Challenging.
So you've got a few guys to return back to the club, you know, over the next couple of weeks if they're not already back here. In regards to where Papakura Sea Eagles lie on the ladder at the moment, I think you're about 6. Is that playing on your mind, or it's too early in the season?
Oh, no, it's too early. I think it's still too early to tell. We're just 50% there at the moment, so we just, like I said, we're just going to game by game, and I think once we click, watch us in the second round, I think.
With today's conditions, you know, it's a wee bit damp underfoot up against Glenora. What's the strategy in beating these guys today?
Control the ball, man. That's all it is. The team that controls the ball today, man, will win the game.
Awesome, mate. Well, look, I know I've kidnapped you on your way to the sheds there to catch up with the crew. Thanks very much for your time. Best of luck for today's game.
Cheers.
Thanks. Very good.
Nick, come Nick! Susan! Yes, man! Yes,
Okay, with the captain of Papakura Sea Eagles, mate, first thought in regards to that game?
Look, I think as where the football goes, you know, we definitely had a good grind out there. You know, we worked on what we needed to work on at training. You know, we sort of implemented that in today, and it came out good for us.
Half-time chat, mate. What was the main focus there in regards to getting this one across the line?
Just hold the ball. You know, we had heaps of mistakes in the first half, and our aim was just to hold the ball and get through our sets. That's pretty much half-time took. Yeah.
During the week, you know, coming out of the back of last week's match, Papakura Sea Eagles 6th on the ladder. This will help a little bit. Was any of that brought up during last week's training?
No, you know, we're not looking at where we are on the table. We're just looking at improving each game as we go. You know, if we get the 2 points, that's a bonus for us. You know, it's definitely what we're aiming for. But you know, definitely we're sitting on the table. You know, we're not sad about it. We need to keep going and get through each week.
Awesome, mate. Look, congratulations on today's game. Certainly helped with you moving into next week. And what was the key highlight for you out of this match?
I think the boys coming together. You know, I think the first time was the first time that we really came together as a team and pulled through as a team. So, yeah.
Cheers, Willie, mate. Good luck for next week.
Cheers.
Okay, with the captains of the Glenora Bears down here at the home ground of the Papakura Sea Eagles, mate, your first thoughts?
Oh, wet rainy day, too many mistakes. Full credit to Kura couple of things didn't go our way, but hey, that's the game.
At the halftime chat, mate, what was the key message from Bernie?
Oh, it was complete sets because we felt like we had the upper hand. You know, they were tight in the middle. We went from it, and that's what happens.
In regards to still being, in the top 4 for the SAS Fox, mate, what are the key learnings you'll take out of this match moving into next week?
Like I said, completion, holding the ball, sticking to our game plan, which we haven't been able to do for the last 4 weeks despite a couple of wins. So yeah, it's mainly sticking to what works for us and doing it week in, week out.
Awesome, mate. Listen, commiserations for today. Best of luck for next week, and thanks for your time.
Cheers.
Thanks, bro.